Hi students, welcome back to today's class. Today we are going to start with new unit, that is unit 2, data entry and keyboarding skills. Let us move on to introduction part. So in order to enhance operational skills in the use of computers, knowledge of efficient and effective keyboarding skills and typing ergonomics has become unavoidable today. So if you want to improve operational skills in the use of computers, we need to have efficient and effective keyboarding skills. Okay, and with sincere and consistent efforts and controlled environment, we can master keyboarding skills, and we can acquire high speed also. Okay, so keying data into the computer quickly and accurately, this becomes easy after getting mastering in keyboarding skills. Okay, there are various methods of typewriting. In this unit, we will study about various types of keys and typing ergonomics and positioning of fingers on the keyboard according to the touch method of typewriting and use of typing software for learning keyboarding skills. All these topics we will see here in this lesson. Okay. So first we'll move on to first topic, that is keyboarding skills. So what is meant by keyboard? Keyboard is the most common text-based input device. Okay, so we can type text, and with the help of text we can feed the input to the computer. Okay, so it is a text-based input device. Computer keyboards are similar to electronic typewriter keyboards with additional keys. Okay, so a keyboard generally has more than 100 keys, like 104 keys will be there normally in any keyboard, and each key of a keyboard corresponds to a single symbol. Okay, so every key of a keyboard will have a will be corresponding to single symbol, and some symbols require pressing and holding several keys simultaneously or in a sequence. So some of the symbols, if you want to get, you need to press and hold several keys, one or more keys simultaneously you need to press and you need to hold it, or in a sequence way we need to type in order to get some symbols. So it allows entering alphabets, digits and symbols into the computer. So keyboard will allow entering of alphabets, digits and symbols we can enter into the computer. So simultaneous key press can produce actions or computer commands also. Simultaneously, if you press some keys, no, it will produce the actions or computer commands we can give with the help of this simultaneous key press. The touch method of typewriting is a method of typing without using sense of sight to find the keys. Okay, we should not see the keys and we should type. So the touch method of typewriting means without seeing the keys, we need to type it. Okay, so there is no need to search the key while typing, and one has to move only the finger which is needed to strike a key. Okay, so a touch typist knows the location on the keyboard through muscle memory. Touch typing typically involves placing 8 fingers in a horizontal row along the middle of the keyboard, that is called a home row. So every touch typist need to place the 8 fingers in a horizontal row along the middle of the keyboard. So touch typing can be done with 2 hands or by using a single hand also. So you can start typing with the help of 2 hands or also single hand also. Okay. So a touch typist starts by placing his or her fingers on the start position in the middle row and knows which finger to move and how much to move it for reaching any required key. So he know that how much he need to move and for reaching the any required key. Okay, so it is important to learn placing fingers into the start position blindly, as the hands are frequently raised from the keyboard to operate the line feed lever or computer mouse. So often we will raise our fingers in order to uh, press the enter key, that is line feed lever or the computer mouse. No, we will suddenly or in between we will use the computer mouse also. Okay, so in that case we should know we need to come back to the start position again. Okay, and typing speed generally improves with the practice. If you have proper practice only, typing speed will get improved. Okay, the typing speed can be increased gradually and speeds of 60 words per minute. Okay, WPM means words per minute. So 60 words per minute or higher can be achieved. Okay, so how you can increase the typing speed? First, minimum you should type 60 words per minute, and higher also, or more than that also you can achieve. Okay, so the rate of speed increase varies between the individuals. So everyone will not type 60 words per minute. So it will be varying between the individuals. Okay. So many websites and software products, okay, rapid typing tutor are available to learn touch typing, and many of these are free only. Okay, so many touch typing softwares are available, tutors are available. You can go to those websites and you can start learning how to type fastly. Okay, so there are many such software available which are free of cost and are customized to learn typing efficiently and effectively. So many of the softwares are freely available, okay, free of cost only. So we can learn typing efficiently and effectively with the help of those softwares. Okay, so keyboards are also used for computer gaming, either with regular keyboards or by using keyboards with special gaming features. So next we will see what are all the type of keys we have in the keyboard. So though there are several input devices available like mouse, touch screen, character or voice recognition, etc., used for giving input to the computer. But the use of keyboard is the most common method adapted for input of data into the computer. So other method of giving inputs and all, it won't give data, okay, in the form of text or numbers. It won't give any input. But if you go for this keyboard, okay, it is the most common method adapted for input of data into the computer. So a computer keyboard contains the following type of keys. Okay, first one is alphanumeric keys, that is alphabets and together numbers. Okay, that is why together it is known as alphanumeric. Okay, alphabets and numeric numbers. Okay, so alphabet A to Z and numbers 0 to 9 are present on the keyboard. Next, computer keyboard will have the punctuation keys. So that is all of the keys associated with punctuation such as comma, period, that is dot operator, dot symbol, and then semicolon, brackets, square brackets, and parenthesis, phrases, and so on. This is not parenthesis, this is phrase, and parenthesis will be this curly bracket. Okay, so this curve bracket is there, no, that is only parenthesis. Okay, inside this the symbol which is placed is called phrases. Okay, and so on. Also all of the mathematical operators such as plus sign, minus sign, and equal to sign also will be there in the keyboard. Next is alt key. What is an alternate? What is the other name for this alt key? Alternate. Okay, it is a short form for alternate. So this key is like a second control key. Okay, we have control key, no, CTRL we are saying, no, that it's like a second control key. And arrow keys. There are 4 arrow keys to move the cursor or insertion point. Okay, so like I1 symbol will be appearing, no, in order to move that insertion point or the cursor, we need to use up arrow, down arrow, right and left arrows. Okay, and shift or alt keys. To move the cursor in more than one position at a time, we can use shift or alt keys. Okay, and backspace key deletes a character just to the left of the cursor, that is insertion point left side, whatever character is there. Okay, I symbol left side, whatever character is there, that is going to be deleted. Okay, so for that we can use the backspace key, deletes character just to the left of the cursor or insertion point and moves the cursor to that position. Okay, and it will be moving the cursor to the position where we have deleted the character. And caps lock key, it is a toggle key. Why it is known as toggle key? Once if you press, a caps lock key will get enabled, and again if you press the same key it will get disabled. Okay, so it is a toggle key which when activated causes all alphabetic characters to be uppercase. When it is activated or when it is enabled, okay, when the light is glowing, when you are pressing caps lock key, the light will be glowing on the keyboard right hand side corner, caps lock on. In that place above, you'll be seeing light, one small light will be glowing there. Okay, so it indicates that it is activated. So it causes all the alphabetical characters, no, to be uppercase, that is capital letters. Next is CTRL key. The control key is used in conjunction with other keys to produce the control characters. The meaning of each control character depends on which program is running. Okay, so like control plus C, control plus V, control plus Z, like that we can use control keys for in order to do some actions. Okay, or some commands. Delete key. The DEL key deletes the character at the right side of the cursor. That is the current cursor position on the selected object but does not move the cursor. So for graphics based applications, the delete key deletes the character to the right of the insertion point. Okay. So right of the insertion point only, right of the cursor only, whatever characters are placed, that is going to be deleted with the help of the delete key. Next is enter key, or we will call the enter key as return key also. Okay, it is used to enter the commands or to move the cursor to the beginning of the next line. Okay, it is used to enter the commands. If you want to enter the commands, you can use the enter key, or to move the cursor to the beginning of the next line. Okay, next line beginning, if you want to move, you can press the enter key. Next key is escape key, ESC key. Escape key is used to send special codes to the devices and to exit, that is escape from the programs and tasks. So whatever applications or programs you are working in at present, from that it will be getting escaped or it will get exit. Okay, it will come out. And function keys, special keys labeled F1 to F12. These keys have different meaning depending on which program is running. So which application program you are running, according to that keys meaning and functionality will vary. Okay, so this is known as function key, F1 to F12. And when a key is pressed, an electrical contact is formed. Okay, these electric signals are transmitted to a microcontroller in a coded form to the computer, describing the character which correspond to that key. So which key we have pressed correspond to that key, one coded format will be sent to the microcontroller. Okay, and from the microcontroller, one coded form will be sent to the computer. And keyboards are used for text based programs, okay, and softwares. In the modern GUI based operating systems, okay, that is graphical user interface based operating systems and applications and all, more sophisticated pointing devices were evolved, that is like a mouse, joystick, scanner, etc. are used for GUI based operating systems. So it will be using icons maximum. If you want to open any software, or if you want to do any task, no, any small task, if you want to do, you can press any commands, you can click any commands or menus, you can make use of it. So if you want to work with menus, you need to use mouse only. Okay, and numeric keypad, so this is only example for numeric keypad picture. Okay, in a separate keyboard we will be having this numeric keypad, but it won't be available in laptops and all. Okay, so numeric keypad, it is in figure 2.1. It is used when enormous numeric data has to be entered. So when a large amount of numeric data, if you want to enter, you can go for this numeric keypad. This keypad is just like a simple calculator only. Okay, it is normally located on the right hand side of the computer keyboard. It contains 0 to 9 and addition, subtraction, multiplication and division symbols also. You can look at all these symbols whether it is available or not here. Okay, and decimal point also is there, and numlock and enter key is also there. Okay, numlock key, if you press once, it will be acting like toggle. So if you press numlock key, if it is activated, this numeric keypad will get enabled, only numbers we can type it from here. Okay, if numlock is disabled, what will happen? We can use this 8 and 4 6 2 as arrow keys. Okay, so on one mode, the numeric keypad also work on a dual mode. On one mode, it represents numbers. On the other mode, it contains various keys like arrow keys, page up, page down, etc. Okay, in one mode, it will be working like numeric method. Okay, another way how it is working, like arrow keys, page up, page down, like that we can make use of it. And numlock is provided to switch between the two modes. Okay, usually some of the keyboards of laptops, no, do not have a numeric keypad. That is, keyboards, laptop keyboards and all will not be having numeric keypad. Okay, next is home keys. So already we have discussed about, whenever we are positioning our fingers on the keyboard, it should be positioned on the middle row of the keyboard. So that middle row only we are going to see now. Okay, so you can see this picture now clearly. Okay, position of home row. So this row only known as home row, that is ASDF keys are there now. In every keyboard, if you see, QWERTY will be there and ASDF will be there, and letters will not be changed in keyboard to keyboard. So every keyboard will be having the same ordered letters only, and symbols also. Okay, so alphabets ASDF are home keys for the left hand. Okay, so these are the home keys for the left hand. ASDF. You need to place the little finger in A and ring finger in S and middle finger in D and index finger in F. Okay, so like that right hand side also from the semicolon L K J. So like that we need to place the fingers. So if you see index fingers where it is placed F and J, no, F and J will be having one marker. Okay, that I'll say that is tangible mark will be small raised tangible mark will be there in the F key and J key. So with the help of that we can understand which is the home row. Okay. So alphabets A, S, D, F are home keys for left hand and semicolon and L, K, J for the right hand. The fingers are trained to make the correct movement to the other keys and each finger returns immediately to its respective home key. So after you type E, R, T, R, R, okay, using the left hand, immediately the fingers should come back to the same letters. Okay, A, S, D, F, it should come back again. Okay, so like that we should train our fingers. Okay, each finger returns immediately to its respective home key after it has depressed the corresponding key in any other row. So even if it is working in any other row also, it should come back to the same home row only. Okay, next, guide keys. On a computer keyboard, keys F and J. See, you can see one horizontal line is shown here under F and here in under J also. This only called tangible mark, small raised tangible mark. You can look at in your keyboard also. You can search in your keyboard that F and J key. If you just move your finger over that keys, no, you'll be finding one mark, raised mark. Okay, so with the help of that we can understand that is the home row. Okay, so on a keyboard, keys F and J are called guide keys for left and right hand. So for left hand F and for right hand J. Both contain a small raised tangible mark, the help of which the touch typist can place the fingers correctly on the home keys. So first we will place in index finger in this F, and then next finger, and then next, like that we can place it by seeing this, not by seeing it, by touching it we can understand. Okay, so figure 2.2 shows the position of fingers of both hands on the home row. This row only known as home row. What letters are present in the home rows? A, S, D, F, and for the right hand side, semicolon L, K, J. So like that you need to place your fingers. Next is typing and deleting a text. So for typing a text in a document, you should click on the letters on the keyboard. Okay. And for deleting a text in the document, we need to press backspace key or delete key. Backspace key will remove the text from the behind, that is left of your cursor position. For typing numbers in a document, you should use the numbers lock or the numbers on the second row of keys on the keyboard. So numlock key you need to press, and you can make use of this numeric keypad in order to type the numbers, or else uh, you can use the second row of the keys on the keyboard. From the top, second row you need to use, that is after function keys, one row will be placed. In that row the numbers are available. Next, typing capital letters. In order to type the capital letters, switch on the caps lock key by pressing the key before typing. So before we start typing, we need to press the caps lock key, then only the caps lock will get enabled. Okay, so light will shine on the top right side corner of the keyboard that shows caps lock is on. To switch it off, tap on the caps lock key before typing. So if you want to switch off the caps lock key, again you need to press the caps lock key in order to make it to off. Okay. Next is typing symbols. Press and hold the key and then press the key with the required symbol. Okay, there are two shift keys on the keyboard. To the bottom left and right of the letters, we have two shift keys. Okay, left side, bottom left side, and right side of the letters, we have the shift key. The shift key is used to access the top symbols that are one of the keys with the two characters. Okay, so if any key is having two symbols, okay, two characters on the same key, if we want to get the top letter or top character or top symbol, we need to use the shift key along with the pressing of that key. Okay, and next is typing sentences. To get the space between the typed words, press the space bar once and then type the next word. Okay, so if you press the space bar, it will leave one single space. Okay, and if you press the tab key, it will leave around 4 spaces between the words are between the words. Okay, next, creating a new lines and spaces between the paragraphs. The enter or return key is used to create a new line and the spaces between the paragraphs. Make sure that the cursor is flashing from a new line It is also used to authorize instructions asked for the computer to perform. Okay, next is guide for typing. The cursor key serves as a guide for typing. They can be used to move the position of the cursor. The cursor is a small downward line, okay, and that flickers in a sentence while typing. So what is a cursor? Cursor is a small downward line that will be flickering in a sentence while typing. So move the position of the cursor by clicking the position with the mouse, okay. And next is pointing devices. Instead of typing directly, some items can be selected from the computer screen by clicking on it, okay. So for example, print or close, if you want to click on these buttons, okay, you need to go for the pointing device like mouse. So this can be done using point or draw devices such as mouse. Not only to select, but drawing of line, curve, shapes is also possible with such devices. So other examples of point and draw devices are joystick, light wheel, touchpad, trackball, or and touch screen. Okay, so like that, some more devices we have as a pointing devices. Next is mouse. Mouse is a pointing device. It is used to point a particular place on the screen. See here, it is pointing particular place on the screen and select to perform one or more actions. It can be used to select menu commands, resizing windows, that is window size we can minimize or maximize, and selecting actions from the screen icons. So with the help of icons we can select the actions also. A mouse primarily comprises of three parts, that is buttons, handling area, and the rolling object. So rolling wheel. Okay, so like that we have three primary parts. Next is by default the mouse is configured to work on the for the right hand only. By default the mouse is configured to work in the which hand? Right hand. The left-handed persons can change the settings as per the needs. So instead of left mouse button click, no, they can change the working of left mouse button to right mouse button. Like that we can do settings in the control panel, okay. And you can see the mouse and its parts also. This is left button, scroll wheel, right button, and left and right is given here. How to hold the mouse also given, and position of fingers while holding the mouse, okay. Like this you need to hold the mouse while you are placing your fingers. Put the right hand on the mouse, okay. The index finger goes on the left button, that is index finger goes on the left button of the mouse, and the middle finger goes on the right button of the mouse. Hold the mouse with the thumb and ring finger. You need to hold the mouse using thumb and ring finger. To click, press the mouse button lightly and release it immediately. So lightly only you need to press the mouse button in order to click, okay. Next, mouse pointer. Mouse pointer allows to point on the screen, okay. The pointer changes as shown below. Like this you will get the arrow when the mouse pointer changes its shape. The mouse pointer will appear as you move it around the screen. It can be also used to move the things, okay. So this is the incorrect way of holding the mouse. This is the correct way of holding the mouse. You can see the pictures clearly how we need to hold the mouse. These are all incorrect ways, incorrect methods of holding the mouse. So it will appear as you move it around the screen. So this arrow will be appearing when you are moving around the screen, and then this I shape, this mouse pointer will also be appear as you move it around the screen, particularly if it is over text. See, if you are moving over text, see, if you are moving out of the text and other area, if you are moving, you will be getting this arrow. And if you are moving over the text, is immediately changing as what symbol? I. Okay, it is immediately. See, if you come inside the typing area, it is immediately changing as I. Okay. So this mouse pointer will also appear as you move it around the screen, particularly if it is over the text. So this shape can be seen when you are about to type the text. So this I shape you will be seeing, you can see the I shape when you are about to type the text. Okay, when you want to type the text, you will be getting this I shape. Next is hand. While working with a browser, the pointer changes to a pointing finger symbol as moved it over the page. Okay, this identifies a hyperlink. So when you have hyperlink, in that places, if you are moving the mouse, no, immediately that mouse pointer will be changing to hand shape. So click the left mouse button once to follow the hyperlink to another page. So it will be taking you to next page if you click on the hyperlink. So hyperlinked text and all will be indicated with the help of this mouse pointer, that is hand symbol. Okay. So mouse operations. All the mouse do not use the same mechanical operations, but all of them accomplish the same task. So same operation will not be uh, done in all the mouses. Okay. Same mechanical operations will not be followed in all the mouses, but all of them will be doing the same task only. Some of them use tracking ball at the bottom, and some of the mouses use type of light beam to detect the motion of the mouse. Laptops are equipped with a small flat surface or sometimes with a very short stick, okay, for performing the same job as a mouse. Okay, so according to device, the mouse pointer and the mouse mechanical operations, will be varying, but everything will be doing the same kind of task only. Okay, like left mouse button, what task it is doing, same work will be done with the help of the mouse which is having tracking ball at the bottom also. Okay, so the most conventional kind of mouse has 2 or 3 buttons on its top. The most conventional kind of mouse will be having how many buttons on the top? 2 or 3 buttons. These buttons are used for different actions. So using left button of the mouse, different operations like selection, dragging, moving and pasting can be done. With the right button, we can open context menu for an item if it is applicable. Okay, so if you want to open any kind of commands, no, you can go for, you can click the right button of the mouse. Okay, that is context menu if you want to open. So if you right click the context menu, now it is appearing, no, similar like any context menu you want to get it, you can uh, click on the right button of the mouse. Okay, next, the common mouse actions are as follows. What kind of actions and all we can do in the mouse? Click or left click. So we can say left click or click also. Simply if you say click, that means left click only. Okay, and if you say double click, that is double click of left mouse button, double click. Okay, so left button, double click only we will say. Then right click, only once we will press, that is right side button need to be pressed once or one time. Okay, so click or left click, it is used to select an item. Press down once on the left button with your index finger. Okay, so with the help of index finger, just press the left mouse button once. Next, double click. It is used to start a program or open a file or trigger an action. Okay. For this purpose, we can make use of this double click. It is used to start a program, or we can open a file with the help of the double click. If you want to open a file, on the file keep the mouse pointer and double click on it. Okay, or you want to trigger an action. If you want to perform some action, you can go for this double click. Next, right click. It is used to display a set of commands and available options. So like this context menu, if you want to open, you can click on right mouse button. Okay, so move the mouse pointer to the desired position. Position your middle finger on the right mouse button, keeping the mouse still, and click lightly with the middle finger on the right button. Next, drag and drop. Okay, so it allows to select and move an item from one location to another location. So you need to drag it and you need to drop it in the new location. Okay, drag from the old location and drop it in the new location. Position the mouse on an object. Hold down the left side of the mouse and drag the object to the new location. Next is scroll. So many applications provide scroll bars on the right side of the screen. The page length is more than the monitor or screen length. See, like this scroll bar we will be having if the screen length is more than that of what? If the screen length is more than that of the monitor, that is page length is more than that of monitor or screen length. Okay, and instead of using page down key or arrow keys, one can use scroll key of a mouse to scroll up or down. So using scroll key, we can scroll key of a mouse, we can scroll up or we can scroll down also. If the scroll key is not available, one can click on the scroll bar on the application screen. Okay, so like this scroll bar also we can click on the application screen with the left button of the mouse. Okay, with the left button of the mouse, use the scroll wheel on the mouse to move the page on the screen up and down. So if you want to move up and down, you can use the mouse also, or you can move with the help of these screen uh, see, like this scroll bar also we can make use it. Okay, next is blocking. Blocking is another way of selecting a text. So like this, Like this, you need to select uh, by placing the mouse pointer in the beginning of the word from where you want to select a block of text. Okay, so blocking is another way of selecting text. It is used to select a text that need to be edited or formatted. So when you want to do any editing or formatting on the text, you can go for blocking. So click at the beginning of the word or sentence and hold down the left mouse button, then drag along the text and see it is being highlighted in a color, okay, black color. At the end of the text or sentence, release the left mouse button. So after blocking the text, you just release the mouse button, okay, left mouse button. So in the next video, we will see the remaining topics. So with this, we will end up this today's video, and whatever topics till now we have covered, go through one more time and be ready for your test. Thank you, students.